It's never good. All right. Wheel of Names. Do 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 do. And since we've done this, I have actually added count them, two new items. A Van Holten pickle flavored pickled egg, which I know we're playing fast and loose with the idea of Cow Candy Corner. And we have a new Mountain Dew drink, which is a Cabo Baja Blast, which I think is like a fruit punch flavored. I think it's called Cabo Citrus, so it's like the Baja Blast with a different flavoring. So we're going to give this thing a spin. No, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Sour Punch Bites Pickle Roulette. That's right behind me. That's not it. There it is. How did that? Okay, well that's not good. I have to fix that later. Y'all, you don't know how scared I was just then that I was going to end up getting the, dude, the other one that I was about to get was literally like sour cream and onion flavored pickle. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to do it again to see if we can get a drink. Nope. No. No. Get us a drink. And if it doesn't get us a drink, alright, that'll work. So we're going to do a twofer. We're going to do the Mountain Dew Maui Blast. And we're also going to do the other. So, let me... Hi! Mr. Big Beard is here. Ow. Mr. Big Beard is here. And I've got the two things that we're going to be trying. Now, the first of all is Mountain Dew Maui Blast, which is supposed to be pineapple-flavored Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is going to be the gift that keeps on giving because I keep seeing how they make new drinks. Like, they've got a raspberry drink I saw. They have a dirty Mountain Dew, which is like Mountain Dew mixed with cream soda. So, this is like the gift that keeps on giving right now. So, you're going to be seeing Mountain Dew drinks, kind of like the Liquid Death. There's so many different flavors of Liquid Death. It's just something that will keep me in... keep me in items. Let me change this a little bit where we're... Yoink. That way my full face is here. Instead of being like... half the beard. So... we have that. We also have... Sour Punch Bites. Pickle Roulette. Taste to test your odds. So it has apple, watermelon, lemon lime, and pickle. So we can't escape the pickle stuff. It's just going to be pickle stuff. It's kind of the way that it is. So I'm going to start by... We're going to do the Mountain Dew first because I don't want, like, to kill the flavor of the Mountain Dew. And I'll even give a few moments. So we... Okay, so it has a very pleasant aroma to it. Like, it smells like a Mountain Dew, but you've got that hint of pineapple to it. And pineapple is one of my favorite fruit. I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. Pineapple is one of my favorite fruit. So it's something that I absolutely love to eat. Cow Pickle Corner. Yes, this is basically Cow Pickle Corner. So, what was I about to say? Pineapple is one of my favorite fruit. In fact, fun fact, if you are feeling dehydrated, pineapple is actually a good fruit to eat because of the enzymes in it will help with hydration. So that's, just a little side note. Also, you got to be careful eating a lot of pineapple because the enzymes in it will also, they basically melt away things. Like, one way that pineapples get their nutrition is literally their enzymes melt insects. And they absorb the insects into, if I remember everything correctly. So, fun facts for the day. But I love pineapple. I love the taste of it. I love the texture of it. I don't love the fact that if I eat a ton of it, my lips kind of get this raw feeling to it. And again, that's the enzymes. But let's try this and see. Why, hello there. So and I'm going to take another sip of it just to kind of make sure that I'm feeling what I'm feeling at the moment. So, what I am experiencing at the moment with this flavor is, yes, it is Mountain Dew. And it's very much the flavor of Mountain Dew at the very beginning. Not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. What I am feeling, though, along with that, is you have this tinge of pineapple flavoring. It's not overpowering. It's not something that, is going to destroy your taste buds. It's not sickeningly sweet. And that's something that I noticed that some companies kind of get wrong, is they have this sickening sweet flavor to it. This isn't like that. And granted, Mountain Dew has I'm not going to say hundreds or thousands, but man, they've got somewhere around, I'd say 30, 40, 50 different flavors, probably. They've had time to kind of master this. Let me try this again. Yeah. It's Mountain Dew with this little wash of pineapple on it. I like it. I like it a lot. And again, it's probably because of the fact that I really, really enjoy pineapple. Oh, one thing I want to mention real quick.
Nice.
Just in case you were confused, contains 0% juice. That's the main thing I'm thinking about when I'm downing a Mountain Dew, is does it or does it not have, pineapple juice in it? It's a soda. But, I mean, they have to do that for legal reasons. So I'm going to rate this. I'm probably going to place it in the S tier. I'm going to place it... It's going to be... I won't say kind of low. But it's going to go in the S tier. It is great. That's Mountain Dew, not Mountain Drew. Maui Burst. I think I keep calling it Maui Blast, but it's Maui Burst Soda. Not too sweet. Subtle flavors. That's what I like about it. I'm going to give this an 8.6. So, S tier is... Oh, really? Alright, so I need to just do all of that. I gotta change the font for this really quick. And we're just gonna put it at this, because that should be easy to read. We need to make this a little bit bigger. Make this a little bigger, so give me a minute. So, for the first one that we've got. Here's how we're going to show this. Mountain Dew Maui Burst. Again an 8.6. Still in the S tier because that's from like 10 to 8.5. So we're still at a good flavor. Now we got to go to the one that's probably not going to be as good anyway. I started blasting basically. So let's do this. Pop it open. And they're all green. Okay. This is how every single one of them looks. Every one of them. Whether it's watermelon, apple, or pickle. They're green. They've got the sour stuff on it. And, I mean, when they said roulette, they were very serious. So we're going to try one. I have no idea what flavor this is. I can't tell if this is supposed to be lemon lime or pickle. I'm going to lean towards lemon lime. It's alright. It has the licorice consistency. Because that's what this is, it's licorice. I don't like licorice. I don't like the consistency of it. But I'm trying to look past that and doing it. But it's not really sour. Citric acid doesn't do much. We'll try another one. The lemon lime flavor is there, but I was very confused as to what it was. Let's try another one. I have no idea what flavor this is. All I'm getting is a licorice consistency. And like a hint of citric acid for sourness. And then sugar flavor. Let me try kind of resetting my taste buds with something different. Something not really sweet. Try another one. That's pickle. And it's not bad. I know this is supposed to be one of those like, ew, it's gross. You didn't get watermelon, or you didn't get apple, or you didn't get lemon lime. I like pickles. It tastes like a pickle. And it's not overpowering with the sugar flavor. So I'm going to count that as a positive thing. What's bothering me is it's taking me a long time before I can tell what flavor is what. We had lemon lime that took a while. A mystery flavor, I have no clue what I put in my mouth. It may have been apple or watermelon. And then pickle. But I had to do a ton of chewing to really figure out what it is, and so that's something that is bugging me. I never thought there'd be a market for people watching me masticate. You know, chewing. That's watermelon. And I got that one almost immediately, so I can assume the second one was a green apple. Because it wasn't lemon lime, it wasn't pickle, it wasn't watermelon, so that had to been green apple. This one is kind of a weird one for me to rate. Because again, I hate licorice. Like, I do not like the licorice consistency. And black licorice will kill you. How do I rate this? I think what I'm going to do, it's not bad. And so what I think I'm going to do is, because it's taking me so long to figure out the flavor, I'm going to put it under the guppers. It's still good, but it's that licorice consistency and the fact that it takes me a little bit to get the flavor. But once I get the flavor is good and enjoyable. So I'm going to put this under the milk guppers. Sour Punch Bites, Pickle Roulette. If I could spell properly. Sour licorice candy. Not enough sour. Flavor is faint, although pleasing. And I'm going to give it a 7. I'd say a 7.1. I think that's fair. But, you know, and again, this is just kind of my rating. Are there any of these snacks that you would never buy again? Yeah. I would honestly say that the things that I would never buy again that's on this list, I would probably say in the orange and the red, I would probably never, ever buy again. The yellow is something that I would probably buy if there's nothing else around. And I know that kind of sounds mean because we're still like, I view everything that's above a 5 as more positive. When you get below 5, you start hitting more negative territory. But like the Mountain don't. If I have other options, like if I have options of not Liquid Death soda, but like the Liquid Death sparkling water, I'm going to choose the sparkling water over it every time. I said ever. You would never... Oh, are there any of these snacks you would ever buy again? I can't read. I cannot read. I'm sorry. Let me do that again. I would buy the Mountain Dew Maui Burst again. I would buy the wonderful chocolate toffee pistachios again, although I have not. I would probably buy anything that's in the green or the blue again. Because they weren't bad. Now, the Deathberry Inferno, I don't think I can ever get that again. That was a limited time flavor by Liquid Death. I haven't seen any more of the Guppers. And so, let me go ahead and give you, not quite a secret, but where I get some of these things from. Like the Mountain Dew, I literally bought that across the street from me. A gas station, I live across the street from a gas station. I know one of the guys that works there. He's a wonderful guy. When we first moved, like, I don't know how to word this, and I don't want to get into deep detail, but we needed some garbage bags, and we didn't have any. And I asked him, hey, do you have any that you have for sale? He went to the back, he grabbed 2 big garbage bags, like the thick, heavy-duty garbage bags, handed them to me and said, you can have these for free. Great guy. So I walk across the street every so often. You know, we try to get gas there when we can. I got it from across the street. Some of the weirder flavors I get from a store called Five Below, which a lot of Five Below is more directed to, that's awesome, is more directed to teenage girls. And so my wife and my daughter will go there. I'll walk in. I'll hover around the candy section, which I guess sounds weird in and out of itself. But what ends up happening is I'll look through the candy, I'll look through the drinks. Like, that's where I got the Liquid Death from, these different flavors. Where I've gotten a lot of these candies that I've tried so far is from that store. If I can find a novelty candy shop, which there aren't really any near me, I will peruse those and try to find them. When I did the old Cow Candy Corner on the old channel, that's something that I would do. Is I would get, some of the stuff from novelty candy places. The other thing that I do is, and I haven't done this in a while, but I probably will, is Amazon. Because I can find some stranger things through Amazon. One thing I would love to retry again is the Australian musk candy. I think the way that I described it way back in the day was, in America, in like some of the older pharmacies, there were these, I'm going to transition this over, there were these canned perfumes. And it was like, if you like Chanel, you'll like, and it's this off-the-wall thing. And there was a day, I got a story, I'll share with that in a minute. I decided to pop one of these things open, and I sprayed it, and I smelled it, and it smelled like Old Woman. I feel bad about saying it that way, but it smelled like Old Woman. So, story about one of these. But that's how the musk candy tasted. It tasted like that smelled. And the weird thing is, I want to try it again just to see if it's still the same. So I got a story about these. So I worked in a pharmacy. And there was a day when we were really bored. I mean, really, really bored. And like, I think I ended up paying for it, like, money-wise, but I ended up buying one of these cans, and I kept it in my pocket. I don't know why. One of my coworkers got on my nerves, and he had a tendency to do that. And I had unregulated ADHD at the time, and my inhibitions, I could not. So this is going to go well. He just got on my last nerves, and I said, "Hey, you want to see a fireball?" And I don't know why I asked him this. But no, it wasn't that. I didn't use the spray can as a blowtorch. I had a thing of hand sanitizer in my pocket. I'm sorry, I got the story wrong. But we had to wear these blue vests and had pouches in them. And in one of the pouches, I kept hand sanitizer because people are gross. And so what I ended up doing is, I, kind of hidden from him, poured a bunch of that hand sanitizer in my hand. And at the time, I was a smoker. I'm not now. But I, had it kind of in my hand. And where it was coming out a little bit at the side, I lit it and quickly did like that and just kind of threw it. And this fireball went flying at him. Didn't hit him. I somewhat knew what I was doing. But it did enough where it kind of whoosh, and it freaked him out. And I basically said something along the lines of, "Can you stop being annoying?" About that time, because we were standing outside of the store when this happened. It was me, the manager, and him. There's no one there. We were about to close up. All of a sudden I hear, whoop whoop! And I see blue lights. Police car happened to drive by when I did that. And police car turns around, pulls into the parking lot, and I just went, well, tonight's gonna suck. And it was a police officer I knew very, very well. He's dead now. But he was a guy who absolutely adored me because of the fact that I was for the most part, I was a good kid. His stepson and I were in the same class. And he kind of walked up to me with a big smile on his face and said, "So, what you doing tonight?" And I just went, "You saw that, didn't you?" And he goes, "Yeah. No one was hurt. Just don't do it again." And we talked for a few minutes, and he liked messing with me as well. And he just, basically said, just don't do anything like that. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No one was hurt. Nothing was damaged. Just, you know. I thought I was going to jail that night. But for some reason, that's the story that popped up in my head when all of this happened. And it also gives you an idea of the fact that when I was a teenager, I was interesting. Yeah, you missed the favorite part of the stream. You missed the cow candy corner. What we did is we tried the Mountain Dew Maui Blast, which I have in the S tier. Good flavor, not too sweet, kind of subtle with the pineapple. A good mixture of the Mountain Dew flavor with pineapple, as well as the Sour Punch Bite Pickle Roulette, which not sour enough to me. And the flavor is faint at times, like depending on what you get. The lemon lime took me a while to catch. I didn't recognize the apple at all until later. The pickle came through just fine, and the watermelon came through just fine. So it's good, but anyway. That was a cow candy corner. And with that being said, we're going to drop back, or join back into our game, already in progress. I don't know how far we are into this, and you also heard me tell a story of